Here we go. Okay, y'all, going live. We're live. Hello, world. Thank you for your patience. We're starting a little late. You won't regret staying. Oh my gosh, and Sherry has arrived. Should we all pretend to be asleep? Maybe Sherry's asleep. Uh-oh. Okay. Hi. We're gonna start by saying hi to Sherry.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Welcome.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
We're just getting started, Sherry. I was going to do a land acknowledgement and let everyone know that I am acknowledging the traditional custodians upon which the land we gather. I am on Tongva land. I am acknowledging their elders past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty has never been ceded. It always was and will be First Nations land, and we recognize the past atrocities against the first people of this land, and that America was founded on the genocide and dispossession of these people. Saying these words is not enough. It is only a beginning to get involved in grassroots change movements and take responsibility to build relationships and to return land. So, hello, welcome. This is a final show of a Spacecraft 2 community. What ended up happening after spending about a year together making art about astrology is that we became a cult and we got matching tattoos that are representative of the planet Jupiter, and we each kind of aligned this tattoo to a certain day and hour to honor the planet Jupiter. And we're going to talk about that experience, and also we're going to read a play that Olin Lee has written, and it is a work in progress. So enjoy seeing behind the scenes of a play that will be a masterpiece one day. And this is in open forum too. If questions come up, please do type them in the chat. Otherwise, let's talk about how obsessed we are with each other, and perhaps should we flash our tattoos on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jupiter babies. Don't see Sherry. Sherry's probably driving. It's not safe, Sherry. It's fine. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. So so I think I was the only one who did stick and poke. Olivia's is TBD. And so yeah, I'd love to hear. I know Katie, Olin, Maggie, they all booked a specific hour at a tattoo parlor, and yeah, does anyone want to share their experience? Did anyone see God?
I will share. I did not see God, but it was a pretty good experience overall. It was a little bit weird because the tattoo shop that I went to was the one that you recommended, Olivia. And it was like super locked down because of like, I don't know if you guys know, but I think it happened in a couple places in Denver. Some crazy person drove around to a bunch of tattoo shops and like shot a lot of people. So it was like kind of weird in there. And they didn't allow video, which was too bad. But the tattooer was really kind. And they were also a Libra, Pisces rising, and Scorpio moon. And so we just talked all about astrology as it was happening. And they were like really stoked on like the tattoo and that we were all getting it on the same day. And like, that was really fun. And I was just really excited to get it with y'all. So yeah, it was a good experience.
Anyone else?
Yeah, mine was, so I ended up having to get it Friday, but it was such an 11th house experience, and I have Jupiter in the 11th house. I just made a message on like a post on Lex that was like, I'm looking for a tattoo artist. And someone messaged me back and they're like, yeah, I could do that. And then I went over to their house on Friday at Jupiter's Hour. And it was so sweet. Like, it was in their apartment and they had all these little kitties. And it was basically me making a new friend. And like, I also met their girlfriend and they gave me snacks because I was nervous. And the kitty even like curled up against me to like comfort me. And we talked about music and astrology and tattoo stuff. And we're just kind of like goofy. And afterwards, we even like hung out and smoked. Like, we just chilled together for a little while. I did like note that while they struck my skin, it was the last minute of Jupiter's Hour, and then the actual tattoo happened during Mars Hour, and I was like, yeah, like that makes sense that I was sitting through pain all during Mars Hour. And then they invited me to go to a concert with them and like get to know some of their friends and have dinner with them. So I'm doing that, possibly warranting like what's going on with COVID, next Monday. So I like, this somehow helped me meet more community in my area, which is cool because the 11th house is very friendship, community, alliances. And it was a big reason for me to be able to get the tattoo, to convince myself, was like, it's a reminder of like, I can always call on my community. And that you all definitely represent like 11th house for me.
I'll go next because Sherry's probably still driving. Yeah, it was interesting. So I originally wanted mine to be done on Thursday, which is Jupiter's day. But the tattoo artist who I was trying to book it with only had an opening on Friday. And which I was like, that's fine. And then they called me while I was out. Hi, Sherry. They called me while I was out harvesting oats, actually. And like I had gone back to I had gone back to my car and like saw the voicemail. I was like, oh, can you actually come right now? And I was like, yes, I can come literally right now. And it was on Jupiter's hour, on Jupiter's day. And it was just like, yeah, it was so cool. Just like literally the spontaneous, yeah, it just all felt super spontaneous and serendipitous even. Yeah, it, and I love it. I always felt like each of my tattoos have been like not something that I put on my body, but that's like been unveiled. And like this feels the same way. Like I'm like, oh yeah, like that's always been there. Like I've always had Jupiter there. Yeah, and they've been a great reminder of Jupiterian things, which I've often struggled with. So I'm grateful for its reminder of all of you in this space and all the magic. And we talked about this the last time, but like all the wisdom too that has been shared with all of you. Anyway.
I can speak. My dog is a diva and is trying to like hog the spotlight. So he might be like dancing around behind me or making noise. I don't have the tattoo yet because of a myriad of somewhat unfortunate astrological and practical factors. There were several attempts. I was going to do this tattoo myself, and I have some royal blue ink that a dear friend left behind when they were traveling on an airplane. Can't bring open bottles of tattoo ink on the airplane. So I thought, oh, that's perfect. I'm going to put on my foot while Jupiter is in Pisces, even though that'll hurt, but maybe that'll be cool. But I'm in the middle of a lot of very practical challenges, including moving. And so I couldn't find my tattoo needles. I searched high and low for them. I eventually got some others from another person. They were the wrong ones. They were like not suitable. I was just going to end up like butchering myself. So then I made a plan with a tattooist in town, and then it got rescheduled several times. So I have intentions to join the cult more fully. Maybe I just don't have it yet because I was late to join the Spacecraft Alumni Society. But also, I think it's worth noting just the transits that I have going on that are sort of long term, that may be indicative of reasons why it might not be ideal for me to have a tattoo at this time. So Chiron, transiting Chiron, is opposite my natal Mercury and has been for a good little while. And the nodes, the recent eclipse happened on my natal Mars. My natal Mars is at the critical degree of Scorpio in the first house. And so having the South node conjunct my Mars has basically been like a weird hellscape of, you know, my ambitions being thwarted for the purposes of serving the collective in some ways, which is accurate because the tattooist who was going to do the tattoo is receiving some evacuees from the wildfires near where I'm living. And so because of this connection that I made with this person, I'm actually able to be helpful and like do something to assist some people as well. So I got kind of like plugged into how that can work, which feels like a good use of my time. But once I'm settled into my new home, I will be giving myself a nice little Jupiter tattoo at the like peak of, you know, Jupiter hour on Jupiter's day at some point under my new apricot trees. And I'm looking forward to it.
Sherry, is it dangerous for you to talk and drive? Are you driving?
I'm driving.
Yeah.
I can talk a little bit. The really cool part is that I'm actually driving right by the corner where the tattoo shop is that I got the tattoo, which is great because I'm also like only 10 blocks from my house now. I guess for me, it was totally rad. I like what Katie said about like the tattoos are some part of yourself that are already there that you kind of like reveal, because I guess because I like have to have a lot of meaning to want to get a tattoo, and like it's, you know, it almost wasn't about what it was. It was like there was so much meaning around it that I was like, it doesn't matter what it is, like it's, and I like it. I really love the sigil, and I got it on the back of my leg, which was really interesting because I couldn't see them doing anything, and I had to really like go by feeling. And the weather was really interesting that day, so I was kind of like laying there looking out the window, and it was like the sun was shining and it was raining at the same time, which is kind of like, I guess it's sort of typical for right now in the season. But it felt a little bit like kind of talking or thinking about transits and astrology weather reports. And I guess I also had an interesting transit that I didn't maybe look at until it was a little too late, which is that I think that Jupiter was squaring my Jupiter on that day. And then of course Pluto is still sticking around. I think it's all 4 degrees away. But I'm going to feel that for a while. And I don't know, I thought it was really fun. And I felt really connected to everyone. Like, I guess Maggie was saying when you were sharing with your artist, like I did not speak to my artist like practically at all. And one thing that sticks out too is I remember telling all of you how you want to make sure that they can draw good circles. Like my circle is not perfect. It's got a little bit of a flat top. I'm okay with that. It's on the back of my leg. Let's see. I also thought it was pretty magical because it seems like it's healed already. So it feels kind of like, I don't know, I guess it was only a couple of lines. Yeah, I really love joining the cult, so I'm glad to be a part of it. I think that's it for now.
Excellent. Thank you all for sharing. Yeah, I have Mars in the 11th, so all of my tattoos are for people, and I felt very grateful to have one representing this community. And I felt like it was like every artist who's ever loved astrology. It was something like this tattoo is older than Earth. So maybe let's seal the deal by becoming characters in a play. Olin, do you want to take it from here?
Sure. So, Sherry, I was explaining like before we got on to the live that I've essentially done nothing like since I've written all of these little scenes, other than like record a song. So it's like nothing new. I do want you all to know, because you've been on this journey, that do you remember Venusia's character? She's not Venusia. Like the whole thing behind the entire play that I had in my mind was that Venusia was kidnapped and being impersonated, and that's why like a part of why like no one can find her, and she's trying to drug everyone. And the peak of the play was going to be like Remy like realizing that and going to try and save Venusia. But yeah, all these scenes were, I guess for other people who are listening, were created based off of Blair's prompts. And I just feel really grateful that Blair, you were able to like give me this container. Each character is based off of a planet and sign in my chart. And it's basically me sussing out subconsciously as I go my chart, but it's nowhere near done. I didn't like even prep what to say beforehand. So I'm just should I share my screen? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then Olin, do you want to like assign us characters?
Definitely, hold on, I wrote it somewhere. Definitely Remy for Olivia. Why did I delete it? I'm not prepared. I was gonna give Marina to Sherry, but I don't want Sherry, like if you're feeling like frazzled because you're just getting home, that's fine. You don't have to do that. I was gonna be the narrator. I don't know if any roles, like if y'all remember even the roles, like which ones called out to you. I wrote them down somewhere, I swear. Well, okay, there's Selena, and there's adult Selena and child Selena. And I think I gave Katie child Selena. And I gave myself adult Selena. And then oh yeah, there's like the progress Capricorn moon Cal, which I had given to Maggie, which I still think is goofy. And then baby Cal I had given to Blair. So we could just do the ones that we know. But Sherry, where are you at? Because I'll give someone else Marina if you're feeling stressed. Okay. How about this? I'll read the beginning setting the scene thing, and then I'll ask Sherry again. And then if not, then whoever wants it can take it. It can't be Remy, because Remy would be talking to themselves then, like the majority of the time. Okay.
I can do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm at my computer now.
Okay.
I just have to find the link and I'll join in a more typical way.
Okay. You don't have to.
No, it's fine. This is like literally how my whole day has been.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good. Totally good.
We got a
Very
nice- it's Uranus conjunct the sun. Fun times.
Yeah.
May the 4th be fucking you up forever.
Oh, and also, do you want to share your screen?
I thought I did.
Oh, wait. Do I need to like let you?
I did.
That was you, the noise?
Yeah, that was
Like, cool.
feedback.
It was Uranus.
I'm just gonna start. So this is me explaining, like, I'm setting the scene. Marina, a woman with long auburn hair, walks up to a door and attempts to peer into the peephole. This is the door. The peephole has been taped shut with black tape. There is a green ornate knocker in the shape of a goat god. This was a gift to Remy from Saturn Aquarius. Will change name after Remy completed an arduous quest for them. Marina uses the knocker and is immediately sucked into a dark portal and spit out into Remy's room. Oh, this is cool. I had like made the portal. Sorry, I don't even care. No offense to the audience, but like, I'd made the portal, and then like that ended up being one of the prompts later, that we like moved through portals in the nodes, and this is a portal through the 8th house. That's cool. Marina uses the knocker and is immediately sucked into a dark portal and spit out into Remy's room. In a far corner, there is a wooden sauna with 2 metal hands on the outside of the door. Inside, there are weights. Remy sits on a bench in the sauna, lifting a 20-pound weight, sweating and concentrating. They are too distracted to notice Marina. The room has bare walls, the color of a light greenish yellow. Think dingy, minimalistic New York studio apartment in the 70s. Some paint is chipping off of the walls. There is a twin bed with a wire frame near a window and window frame. This is the only window in the room. It is dark outside, but there are streetlights coming through the window. On the window frame, there are beautiful crystals, tarot cards, letters, talismans, and plants. These are all items given to Remy from their secret lover, Venusia. Beside Remy's desk, besides Remy's desk, this is the only spot that feels tended to and cared for. Across the room is a dark wooden desk and tall chestnut chair. On the desk is a typewriter, 2 pens gifted from Mercury and Virgo, will change name, a black leather journal, a pad of paper with scribbled indiscernible notes, some letters from Sun and Virgo, will change name, a plant, and a few more gifts from Venusia. Beside the desk is a large stack of books. The desk is fairly tidy and well kept. The rest of the room feels desolate, except for a few gifts from friends, mentors, and even enemies. Side note 1, Remy can never stay in their home for long, as the sauna Space can be exhausting, so they must jump around through portals. Side note 2, both Remy and Marina are in love with Venusia. Remy is Venusia's secret lover. Still, almost everyone but Venusia's wife, we don't know who that is yet, is aware of this. All right. Marina walks towards Remy, but leaves enough space so as not to startle them too much.
This isn't good for your health, you know.
Yeah, well, it's either this or numbing it with pills Venusia prescribed me. Why are you here?
Sorry.
Nah. Fuck Venusia.
You only say that because you want to actually fuck Venusia.
Continues to lift their weight, not making eye contact with Marina. Marina smirks while eyeing a beautiful crystal on Remy's windowsill.
I do love a lesbian nurse fantasy.
Walks over to Remy's desk and picks up a pen to examine.
Besides, there are other answers, Remy, and you know it.
Remy places the weight down while staring at the floor in a collapsed manner.
I know nothing other than deception and movement.
Marina sets the pen down, face contorts with concern.
Again, Marina, why are you here?
I brought you something. Maybe it'll help your investigation, you know? Help you find the answers you need? Find that serial killer you're looking for?
Marina reaches into her sock and pulls out a knife crusted with dried blood. She displays the knife to Remy with a coy smile.
A knife? In your sock? A knife sock.
Figured, why not offer the murder weapon directly to the lead detective? This is what you're looking for, yeah?
What? How? No, you're screwing with me as usual.
Look at the engraving, Remy.
Marina holds the knife up. Remy pulls their glasses out of their pocket, walks towards it, and squints. On the knife's handle is a glyph of Saturn and the moon. She flips the knife to the other side where it reads, Kronos eats his children.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is it. How did you find it? I have to call Venusia. I have to tell her. Wait. Gloves. Marina, your print's all over it. This could compromise the case.
Distracted, Remy is fumbling through their desk to find the telephone number.
It's mine.
This is not a finders keepers child's game, Marina. This is a homicide case.
It is mine.
What? You mean? No.
Marina smirks and stalks towards Remy. Remy, first scared, begins backing up and trips over their 20-pound weight. Their fear morphs into rage.
Fuck. No.
Love me, say that you love me.
Remy rams Marina into the wall with the weight against her throat. Marina, confused by Remy's anger, continues raspily singing.
Move me, come on and move me.
What is wrong with you, you sick fuck?
See now? Look at what you're doing. Docile Remy, sweet, observant Remy, hero Remy.
Remy, scared of their own anger, drops the weight on the floor and walks away.
Wait, don't stop, no. Accept what you are.
And what is that?
A killer?
I am not you.
Marina runs towards Remy and grabs her by the shoulders.
No, Remy, it's beautiful. Nothing to be ashamed of. I may offer you a knife and blood to show my feasting. Yet you offer a pen, your words. A sentence becomes exactly that, a death sentence.
Well, I don't like doing it though. I don't. Well, okay, maybe I do sometimes, but it makes me bad. I'm bad. I'm wrong, disturbed, affected.
You being bad and wrong, you being disturbed and defected, and whatever cruel words you might offer yourself, this is what makes you powerful. It is time you step into that power. Stop observing and start doing.
No, it's shameful. Marina, I hurt others. I need to be the detective. It's safe. Solve the clues, find the killer, point them out, arrest the person.
Don't you get it? By pointing out the killer, by saying their name, you have already killed them. You are allowed to be a magnanimous being. Kill without regret, because blood is your water. And really, it's all just a game.
Marina, that would make me a solipsistic psychopath.
Hey, drop the cop act, all right? Pain is not pathology. You can be at home in this world if you allow yourself to rebel through ritual. It's all symbolic, after all. Didn't Venusia teach you that?
How do I embody this?
Marina hands Remy the knife. Remy, shocked, grins, laughs gently with relief, realization, and even joy. It cuts their hand with the knife, takes their blood, and writes Marina on the blade. Remy then offers the knife back to Marina. Marina takes the knife, laughs like a maniacal happy child.
Oh, there she is. I've got a message for you, my dear. Passionate, disturbed, and defected Remy.
What's that?
Remy steps closer to Marina with palpable tension. Marina drives the knife into Remy's abdomen.
Let's play.
Both Remy and Marina are sucked into a new portal. End scene. And then it jumps through a portal. Literally a new page doc. Okay. We're in a new scene. I did not set the scene fully, but we're in a child's room or like a teenager's room with many action figures and toys full of deep meaning and infused with symbology. There are blue walls, altars, mirror with stickers. As with Remy, their gender shifts often. It's mutable. And then there's also a kitchen. I didn't describe the kitchen. Then I have a side note. Venusia was Selena's, that's the child's room, babysitter. And we all know this already. We're jumping through time and portals. Okay. Child Selena. Reciting into a mirror decorated with stickers, attempting to emphasize different words in the same sentence.
Unmute. He lived a very full and rich life. He lived a very full and rich life. He lived a very full and rich life.
Selena, dinner's ready.
Coming.
Takes deep breath, sets down paper they were reading off of, and heads to the kitchen where Cal is setting the table. Helps set table and sits down. Cal sets food on table.
What were you doing in there, Selene?
Oh, just practicing the funeral scene for the school's play.
Begins eating.
Are you nervous for the big play?
Scroll.
Oh, can you not see it? Here?
I see the end of Cal. Are you nervous for the big play?
Weird.
Do other people see it? Oh, here we go. Maybe it was just slow for me. Okay. Like you wouldn't believe.
Huh. Well, I'm sure you'll do just great.
Cal sits down next to Selena and begins cutting food.
You know, I was just like you when I was a kid. Once I even told your Nana that.
Dad, I'm not a kid.
Right, of course. You're a full-grown teenager now. Anyways, I had this crippling shyness, or maybe it was more of a cynical self-awareness.
Looks down in embarrassment, mumbles,
Poverty will do that to you.
continues story.
But you know, I always lived in my head. So your Nana, she had me try out for the school annual musical, Grease. I hated her for that. Stupid play with stupid message. She said, Cal, now get over yourself and do the damn thing. And oh boy, did I sure do it. I had 2 lines. That's it. 2. Threw up on the stage before I could even say one of them.
Laughs herself in a reminiscent way, looks off as if stuck inside a memory, comes back to the present moment.
But a funeral scene, you said? That's intense for your age.
Right, at my age. Also, I'm not a shy dad. It's just scary to be seen. My face turns red, and then I become hyperly aware that my face is red, which makes it more red. I just have too much excitement to share.
Aw, Selena, I love your exuberance. It's what makes you very you.
Child Selena turns red, looks downwards, deeply embarrassed. Cal tries to shift the topic.
So whose funeral scene is it in the play?
Child Selena begins choking on a piece of food, takes a big gulp of water.
Sorry, big bite. It's my character's funeral, actually.
What? You're speaking at your own funeral? Huh, how does that work?
Yeah. I get to time travel to the future to speak at my own funeral.
What bizarre writing. Patricia, honey, did you hear that? We're paying too much for Selena's theater school.
There's a sound of a laugh track as if we're in a nuclear family sitcom. Lights dim. There is only a spotlight on child Selena and Cal. Child Selena, concerned and uncomfortable.
Dad? Who are you talking to?
There's an eerie, high-pitched buzzing tone, perhaps a creeping violin harmonic. Cal and child Serena appear frozen in time. Adult Selena walks on stage and gently places their hand on child Selena's shoulder. Child Selena calmly stands up and walks off stage. Adult Selena sits down where child Selena was. Sound fades out and lights go back on. Dad, would you actually excuse me for a minute? I completely forgot to feed the fish or cactus the plants. I gotta feed them. I'll be right back.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, sweetie. Patricia, dessert is soon.
The lights dim on the kitchen and up on Selena's bedroom. Adult Selena walks to a corded phone on the wall near their mirror. They look around the room before picking up the phone, nervous to be heard or seen. On phone, we don't hear Venusia's voice. Venusia, hi. Yeah, sorry for calling you so late. It's 9 p.m. here, so it must be what? Right, 12 a.m. Again, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I assumed you might be up. Well, he's doing it again. You know, talking to himself or someone. I don't know. He caught me writing his eulogy tonight, and I didn't have the heart to tell him. I mean, we go over it every single hour on the hour, and I just needed one break. I'm so tired of explaining he'll be dead soon, of experiencing his disbelief and pain and grief over and over again, and it's all my fault. No, I know. I know. Pills? Oh, no, I haven't used them yet. I mean, I wanted to offer them as a last resort. Venusia? Venusia, are you there? Venusia. We hear a dial tone. The lights begin flickering. There is a feeling of chaos and confusion. Remy and Marina fly out of a portal and land in the middle of Selena's bedroom. Remy still has a knife lodged in their abdomen. They lie motionless on the ground. Selena is utterly frozen, shocked, frozen. Marina looks around, taking in the scenery.
Where are we?
Kicks Remy once,
Remy.
twice,
Remy.
thrice.
Remy!
Remy startles awake.
What? Marina. Ugh. Why did you wake me? I was having this amazing dream where, oh my God, Selena. Whew.
Overjoyed, comedically takes knife out of their abdomen and places it in their sock, the way Marina once did. Blood is gushing everywhere. What the actual fuck did you get yourself into now, Remy?
I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Adult Selena, bewildered, reluctantly opens their arms, all the while staring at the blood, dyeing Remy's shirt crimson red.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's not real. Oh, sort of. It's just a game we were playing. By the way, this is Marina, Selena, Marina.
Adult Selena takes note of Marina, awkwardly waves.
I've never been one for niceties.
Right. Wait, Remy, how am I understanding you? I'm surprised we don't need a translator.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because Marina here taught me a few things. It's much easier to understand you now. Selena. Who's this?
Motions to the door where Cal is casually standing and smiling.
Hi, friends.
Fucking creepy.
It's my dad.
Oh shit, sorry.
Walks over to the desk and begins picking up and setting down the action figures with interest.
What? No. But last time I was here, he looked.
Younger. I know.
What happened?
Seems I time hopped one too many times.
Selena, I told you not to use the portals unless absolutely necessary. Still, there's got to be a reason the portal took Marina and I here.
Trust me, if I knew, I never would have. Plus, it was necessary.
Come on, Selena. Why was it so necessary?
Violin harmonic very subtly creeps in with a crescendo. Exactly. Why? I wanted to know why. Lights begin flickering. Violin harmonic is now loud and accompanied with cellos creating a rumbling and low trembling sound.
Shit. It's happening again. Selena, try to stay calm.
But why does it keep happening? Remy, make it stop, please. Everyone and everything freezes in time. Spotlight is on adult Selena and Cal. Child Selena enters the stage right. Toddler Cal enters stage left. Child Selena taps adult Selena on the shoulder. Adult Selena walks off stage. Right. Toddler Cal taps on shoulder. Cal walks off stage left. The harmonic decrescendos into a steady pianissimo. There is a steady humming of a fan, like a sound machine outside of a therapist's office. Toddler Cal picks up basket next to bed and places it in the middle of the bedroom on his knees. He begins taking out bricks from the basket and stacking them steadily and slowly one by one, attempting to make a wall. Marina moves to a velvety red armchair and picks up a clipboard, taking notes, analyzing Child Cal as if a psychoanalytical therapist. Both Toddler Cal and Marina seem to be under a spell. They aren't aware of Child Selena and Remy.
So, this is why.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
Well, you asked why, right? And the why is never linear. So here we are. There's a gap, you see? A gap between experience and the present moment. To have an experience means recollecting it.
And recollection is reconstruction. So the experience, it's all reconstruction.
Remy places their hand lovingly on child Selena's back. Toddler Cal continues to stack bricks. Pauses. Looks at child Selena with fear, tugs at their shirt.
How?
Oh.
How do I die?
Child Selena sighs with grief, holding back tears.
Not how, Dad, but why?
They sit down next to toddler Cal. Adult Selena enters stage right, walks towards both child Selena and toddler Cal. Child Selena begins unstacking the bricks. Adult Selena. You died so I could break the wall. Looks to Remy with reverence and relief. Thank you. I understand now. Lights out end scene. This is, I think, the last scene that I've worked on. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is the one that like I didn't want to write dialogue full on for because it's going to be more of an action thing. And then I'll play the song that I'm wanting to happen when this is all happening. But essentially, they're going to be the characters. Selena in particular and Remy are going to be like sucked back and forth between the second house and the eighth house. And as the second house, whenever they're in the second house, the house starts to kind of slowly break apart. And whenever they're in the eighth house, it's Selena moving trauma through their body, but it's also Remy moving trauma through their body. And they're like becoming like one entity. So North Node, this is part of the prompt. Second house, blue night sky with twinkling stars. I didn't do that. Find images in sky, I didn't do that. Okay, we start with a nuclear house and end in a grassy field staring at the night sky. South Node, it's the dingy minimal room that we started with sauna. And then here's a little bit of dialogue.
No, Selena, you're only just understanding. If you fully grasped his death, you would be weeping. You'd be full of uncontainable rage and grief.
That's not true because I do understand now.
You're always such a precocious child. And I love you for that. Selena, you only intellectually get it. Break the wall, break the karmic chains. Yes, it is the destiny's message you understand, but living it, somatically fulfilling this destiny, you've only just begun.
Snaps fingers, lights out. I'm coming up with a sound idea that has to do with the portals so that people in the audience are aware of what's happening and why the scenes are drastically changing. So when we return, Selena to the south node, when we return to the second house north node, which is where this house was taking place, Selena relives being a child and begins addressing deep traumas. We move back to the eighth house to allow her to feel her pain fully, where she heaves and growls and weeps and screams. Maybe Marina arrives to help with releasing rage. These are all just ideas. As soon as it's released, we're sucked back into the second house to relive more childhood pains. Slowly, the nuclear family house begins missing walls, doors, etc. The house is literally coming undone. She's also kicking walls down herself and brings a brick from the second house back to the eighth as a memento of this journey. It is used as a door stopper, so she can like consistently go back and forth. Then we're sucked back into the eighth as, Then we're sucked back into the eighth to feel it all. Eventually, a new music video that I want to work on, and I want to get this song recorded that I'm going to play y'all, is projected behind Selena. So we would be seeing Selena and Remy like as shadows, like having this whole process as like the sets breaking down, and like behind them is going to be some kind of music video that is kind of like a song that could be about dress and trauma. So we're full on experiencing we're full on experiencing trauma move through the body and existing in both the second and eighth house simultaneously. So I'm going to play this, and then this is essentially the end. Almost. We promise, almost. So this is a song I worked on a while ago, and I want to actually, I have it completely orchestrated, and I want to, oh my God, my computer's freaking out. Okay. Oh well, you can hear it. In me inside, I will always crumble my eyes. The dice will be negotiated, like a leech without buried in his head. My bosom was his own till I found myself instead. He gave me love with circumstance. He built me up with no substance. He turned me in appearance. Am I brave or will I stay? Like a wall that can't be broken, I plastered my own mouth. So when the sun woke, I drew a lonely spell. And dizzy to my head, I'm searching for a color red. He gave me love with circumstance. He built me up with no substance. He turned me in appearance. Am I brave enough to walk away? Are two people in a black hole better than being alone? Sucking air, not being full. I elevate you like a dog that's salivating from the ring of a bell. I was numbly craving the thing that gave me hell. And opened up my mouth and swallowed me whole and chewed at my insides. A dark and violent way to go. He grimaced his teeth and took a stance. I could not breathe as he advanced. I could not breathe as he advanced. I could not breathe as he advanced. Are two people in a black hole better than being alone? Sucking air, not feeling full. I elevate you. Are two people in a black hole better than being alone? Sucking air, not feeling full. I elevate you. Are two people in a black hole better than being alone? Sucking air, not feeling full. I elevate you, elevate you, elevate you. Okay, so after this outpour of emotions through art, Selena returns to the second house cleansed. I don't like that word. I really don't like that word. I'm gonna change that word. The nuclear family, second house is completely gone. She's lying in a field looking at the night sky stars. There's spaciousness. This is me working out an arc, which I don't need to read out loud. This part feels kind of important. A part of Remy's arc is desperation. Remy needs Selena to feel this so they can heal themselves. Venusia said, and this also like Remy like really struggles with like duality. It's Mars and Gemini, so they're really struggling with like the both and like moving through this process with Selena, or the Moon Sag North Node, is like actually being able to integrate everything and like become like one thing. I don't know. I don't have words for it yet. Yeah. So Venusia said they would not see Remy again until they healed. They initially think the healing is finding the murderer, which is not what it is. The brick is a physical memento of their healing, just as the knife is a physical memento of their ability to express rage. These items show Venusia proof of Remy's healing, so Remy possibly begins to push Selena too hard. And this is where Marina steps in and says, "You can't force this shit, Remy, stand down." Perhaps Remy even offers the knife to Selena at one point, and this is when we see a softer side of Marina, because she's not a fully developed character yet. She knows the power of rage and that Selena isn't supposed to wield that weapon. Instead, she is supposed to create it. In the process of releasing her rage and grief, she eventually vomits up a murder weapon knife herself. This is how Marina created her murder weapon initially. Remy didn't understand this and took it literally that Marina was killing people. By the end of this scene, Remy understands it's neither a game nor a real murder that has taken place. It's the process of healing. So Remy was attempting to crucify someone for healing their trauma. They feel absolute shock and disgust of themselves. Think dry heaving, pit in stomach, chest tightening around the realization because they thought they were doing the good or right thing.
The murder
So-
weapon.
Sorry, go ahead.
The murder weapon. Wait. Marina, is this how you found your own knife?
How else would I?
Well, I thought that I really thought you had killed someone. Oh my God. Means I was attempting to crucify you for healing.
Now, don't crucify yourself for that. It'll bring us back to where we started. I'm Remy and I'm bad. I'm Remy and I'm defected. End the loop, Remy. We're all sick of it. Fuck. I've only got so much patience.
Marina, you don't have any patience.
True, still.
So that's like essentially it. I think this is just like me like working out ideas, and this is kind of how my process starts. Is like they start like with jumbled paragraphs that then turn into little pieces of dialogue, and then they eventually kind of all come together. And then I also have other mediums that I use, and then I'll be like, oh shit, like this song works for like this specific thing. And yeah, and I'm still like wanting to figure out a way to eventually make it so we realize Venusia is just trying to drug everyone, or like the impersonator Venusia is just trying to drug everyone. But that will be a separate thing possibly, and I'm going to stop speaking now. Thank you all.
Wow, thank you so much, Olin. Thank you everyone too for your expertise as actors. And thank you to our audience for watching that happen. I think we shall bid adieu. Thank you so much for being here. May the stars be with you. Until next time.